Bonjour, bonjour. Here we are going to revise the subjunctive. This is the summary. There is a longer revision bonanza that you can look at, but if you just want a quicker reminder, I have done a shortened version here. So you know how to form the subjunctive. You take the il, elle, they conjugation in the present indicative. You take off the ent, then you add the endings e, es, ions, iez, then you put back the ent. Of course, there are some irregular subjunctives and some really irregular subjunctives that you just need to learn. What are the triggers for the subjunctive? We have, first of all, wants, desires, preferences. For example, vouloir que, souhaiter que. Then we have emotional adjectives. So you have être plus your adjective. For example, être triste que, être content ou contente que. And then we have our avoir expressions. Avoir peur que, avoir hâte que, where you can't wait, you're in haste. Then we have our emotional verbs. Craindre que, regretter que. Then our large group of impersonal, aloof verbs that use il, where il doesn't mean he, where il is abstract, meaning it or that. In spoken French, if it's il est, you can use ce instead. If there is no part of être, you can often use ça instead. One where you can't change it, and one of the most common triggers, is il faut que. Il est important que, you can replace il est with ce, often used in spoken French. Where there's no part of être, we use ça instead in spoken French. Sometimes, il ne vaut pas la peine que. And one of the big things about the subjunctive is that you have usually two subjects because you are wishing perhaps that somebody would do something, someone else. Other triggers for the subjunctive are conjunctions. For example, avant que, à moins que. Some of these conjunctions have this weird thing where they put a ne after and it actually doesn't translate to anything. They call it an expletive ne. Nothing to do with swearing. It just means it's almost superfluous. It's a bit of a filler in. Okay, and then we have these funny asker crowd. Don't know why they've changed que to asker, but there's a small crowd that you follow with asker. Par exemple, tenir à ce que, jusqu'à ce que. Then we have our indefinite conjunctions, short and sweet ones, quoique, ou que, quelque, qui que. Superlative. You don't have to use the subjunctive with the superlative, but to create some uncertainty you can. So the superlative shows the highest and the least degree of when you're comparing. Okay, so we have le plus, la plus, les plus plus your adjective, le moins, la moins, les moins plus your adjective. And then we have some irregulars that are the same irregulars as in English. We don't say the goodest, we say the best. The same in French, le meilleur, la meilleure, les meilleurs. Meilleur is used with nouns, it's an adjective. Mieux is used with verbs, it's an adverb. And then we've got the worst, not the baddest, the worst. The French equivalent, le pire, la pire, les pires, plus your noun. And then we have adjectives that are acting as if they are superlative. Only, l'unique or les uniques, le seul, la seule, les seuls. You need a noun. These are adjectives, okay? Le premier, la première, les premiers, les premières, the first, plus a noun. And then le dernier, la dernière, les derniers, les dernières, plus your noun. Miscellaneous triggers for the subjunctive. Comment se fait-il que? How come? Spoken French would be comment ça se fait que? Comprendre que, to understand that. Être d'accord pour que, to be okay with, to be in agreement that. L'idée que, the idea that. Pourvu que, here's hoping. Pourvu que can mean provided that, but it also is used in a hoping kind of way. Pourvu qu'il ne pleuve pas, here's hoping it doesn't rain. Que, followed by the subjunctive, can mean whether. Qu'il pleuve ou pas, nous sortons. Whether it rains or not, we're going out. Then the subjunctive is triggered with the third person imperative, the he, the she, the they, the il, elle plural. Okay, that he, that they, may they, may she. Vive le roi, vive la reine, vive la France, vive les Français. And then we've got this funny one, which is douter que, but you only use it in the positive, because if you don't doubt, the uncertainty is gone. And then the quirky miscellaneous ones, these ones are where you only use the subjunctive when there is uncertainty. So that will mean in the negative. And if you're asking questions, we've got this policeman here asking questions, the interrogative. You do not use the subjunctive. We've got a big cross through our philosopher's subjunctive guy in the affirmative. Okay, because there's no uncertainty anymore. So our thinking, believing, hoping verbs do this. Penser que, espérer que, croire que. And then also these funny ones. Il est ou c'est probable que. Il est ou c'est sûr que. Il est ou c'est certain que. Relative pronouns, the qui, the que, the ou, and the dont, don't usually trigger the subjunctive unless there's uncertainty, which means in the negative or questions, or if there is uncertainty. And finally, the past subjunctive, you need to put the auxiliary verbs avoir and être into the subjunctive and then add on the past participle. So the subjunctive of avoir is ayant, ayez. Then you add on your past participle. Par exemple, je suis contente que vous ayez bien compris. I am happy that you have understood well. We've got our VIP verbs that use être as an auxiliary. So the subjunctive of être, soit, soyons, soyez, soit, plus the past participle. Je suis contente que vous soyez venu. I'm happy that you came. And then, of course, our wannabe VIP verbs, the pronominal verbs. They have to have that special invitation before être, the late before être, the reflexive pronouns. Que je me sois, que tu te sois, qu'il ou quel ou quand ce soit, que nous nous soyons, que vous vous soyez, qu'il ou quel ce soit, plus the past participle. Je suis contente qu'il se soit levé à l'heure. I'm happy he got up on time. Et voilà, mes amis, the subjunctive. Bravo. Knowing a bit or a lot of the subjunctive will really accelerate and improve your French. Bravo. Merci. À la prochaine fois.